Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and well, specifically welcome back to my playing series where I play live on YouTube without the ability to cherry pick games. And as we're approaching the end of the year, I'm featuring every nation in World of Tanks. Last week it was Sweden, this week it's gonna be Poland. So what are the best Polish tanks? Well, who would have thought? It's the CS63. This is the tier 10 Polish medium, and I think it's probably one of the most fun vehicles you can play in the game. Why? Because it's got big firepower and it's got the most mobility of any medium tank. This thing has a base speed of 70 and then you can pump it up to 75 if you elect to use a turbo on this tank. However, it does come with some downsides. When you're using the turbocharged feature of this vehicle, which you can see in the center of your screen, it does mean that your bloom becomes horrendous. So don't think that you can just bomb it around firing accurately. I guess you could end up using kind of like vertical stabilizers on this vehicle and try and improve it like that, but it would still be pretty bad. However, because I've spawned in on Muravanka, I think I'm going to have to play like a light tank here, and I'm actually going to drop my gun rammer. I know my Bond gun rammer, and I'm going to use a vision system instead. Nevertheless, this should allow me to get into the woods and hopefully be able to spot out for some of my team. Although, what amount of team am I going to be able to spot for, it remains to be seen. So when you've got this kind of mobility, look at this, 70, 73, you can make maps small. Even big maps like this become very small for a vehicle like this. Another thing I should mention is that, the turbo mode on this vehicle actually significantly lowers your camo rating. So be careful with that, as you will get spotted fairly easily. Talk about spotted fairly easily. Okay, we've found a Proto 65, we found a Char Future 4. Am I going to try and gun for this guy? We spot some tanks at the back as well. Here comes a 268 push. I'm just going to track him. And we can immediately see the vision system starting to pay dividends for us right now, with us trying to spot the 268, trying to go for this Char. I don't want to get shot by the TVP, but I also have to try and shoot this Char right now. There we go. Go on into the Char. Looks like I'm finding the Proto 65. Is he taking swings at me? Just got to be careful. Don't want to get caught. I'm still spotting that TVP over there. Would you believe it? And also hitting the Char. Oh, man, you got to love this tank. Ridgeline Warrior. The Char's there again. And we spike him again. You got to be careful though on this vehicle, because I've actually lowered the accuracy. What do you mean? Well, the penultimate field mod on this tank, you have a choice, just like on quite a few vehicles, to either improve its rate of fire or to improve the vehicle's accuracy. I've decided to actually make the accuracy worse and improve the vehicle's rate of fire, which makes this tank absolutely awesome for... Oh, I just made a huge misplay. Did you see I didn't let my shell reload before I did an intuition switch? No, I miss a whole round on an E100. I'm awful. But yeah, so I've improved the rate of fire of this vehicle, which actually makes it very scary with regards to its DPM, but it kind of means that its accuracy is pretty lackluster. But even without using a gun rammer right now, we're still up to 2,300, but maybe it would have been slightly more if we hadn't had, well, it definitely would have been probably a little bit more. But who's to say if I would have even been able to spot those tanks, which is why I love a vision system on this map. Alright, so we've started off aggressively in this game. Just got to be careful that I don't get caught out right now. I'm down to 1,330 hit points. Definitely don't want to lose any more of them, otherwise I'm going to be down to a one-shot. I don't know what's going on over there. Really, well, I do know what's going on, and that's my team are losing some ground over there. Probably intuition switch and maybe just fire a gold round at that player. Right through the side. Oh. I have to admit, making the accuracy 5% worse on this tank kind of defeats the point of it being a fairly good sniper. But sometimes, you know, DPM just allow you to do crazy things that other vehicles can only dream of. It just comes down to personal preference, I think. I don't think I would necessarily always recommend that everybody takes the DPM on this vehicle. Maybe the accuracy will actually go better, or just not taking a field mod. You know, that's something that you can actually do. But I think I'm hitting my shots. I think I'm hitting my shots quite well here. Maybe I'm getting lucky, but you know what? We always get lucky sometimes. Wow, look at that. My team has just wrecked the other flank, and I'm up to 3,500 damage and 1,000 spotting. There's still a lot more to do here. Still a lot more to do here, he says. Is he going to just stay behind the building there, or is he going to come out for me? What's the plan, Proto? They're just going to drive straight away, aren't they? They're not going to drive out in front of me. Oh, no, I got baited. I was so greedy. That's so unfortunate. Well, at least the Progetto is dead now, but that was so greedy. Now I'm down to 600, which means I'm kind of a one-shot for the 268 version 4 in the Conway. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, one thing to mention is that I haven't actually set this vehicle up optimally right now because I'm using, what's it called? I'm using one of the field mods that actually reduces my camo, but improves my reverse speed. Now, I've done that because I'm playing a lot of Onslaught at the moment, and this tank is just perfect for Onslaught, boys and girls. It's literally the dream tank for Onslaught. And so I decided that I would make my camo rating worse and improve my... Oh, nice shutdown there on the 268 version 4. And actually improve my reverse speed and my repair speed, because I just feel like that's just so much more Onslaught meta. Talk about Onslaught meta. Should we try and go forwards and try and find the Conway here? You've got to be really careful when you're pushing through these woods, especially when you've got 6% less camo than I usually would have. So, in this kind of a situation... Oh, look at that. We're getting some vision out. I'm just going to load a regular around here. Why waste the money? Oh, my lord. What is this? Why am I so lucky in this playing series? Last week, for the Swedes, I did amazing. This week, Poland is starting off well as well. Okay, well, let's see if we can get into position. Maybe a standard B. Is he going to nail me? Oh, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Maybe he won't get me. Maybe I bounce. He's actually fallen back a little bit. Dude, have I done 8,200 combined in 5 minutes? Nerf QuickyBaby. Well, hopefully we'll do a little bit more here. There's one into the standard B, and he's out of there. Oh, my lord. What a start for today's live video for the best of Poland. Just casually knocking out nearly 9,000 combined in our CS63. This vehicle, there's a reason why it has one of, if not the highest win rates of any of the tier 10 mediums. There's a reason why it's actually a very challenging vehicle to get your third mark on, something which I haven't been able to do. That was 10,000 combined to start today off with. And it wasn't even an ace tanker. Although, to be fair, I didn't really manage to pick up many kills. All right, well, you know, I might just... That's it for today. All right, see you all again. No, I'm only joking. Oh, wow. What a start. All right, well, let's play the second best Polish tank. All right, so we've played the best Polish medium. Why don't we play the best Polish heavy? And who would have thought the best Polish heavy is actually a tier 7, the 45 TP. Now that sounds quite surprising until you realize that the 45 TP is actually pretty darn just meaty. If you use your gun depression, it's decent. And another reason why this vehicle rocks is because this gun, it's just okay. It's kind of looks a little bit better than the 105 on the T29 now, which is not something that you would have ever thought about this vehicle. I'm personally going to use vents with a gun rammer and a turbo. It's going to make my view range horrible, but we're just going to have to see what we're able to do with the 45 TP. Well, I was definitely in a very comfortable situation there for my CS63. I'm not sure I'm going to be so comfortable in this game. The 45 TP, I really wouldn't have expected this one to have one of the better win ratios. But you know what? When I've played this vehicle over the years, it's been nice to me. I just think that tier 7 is such a friendly sweet spot in World of Tanks. You know, I'm famous for loving the Comet for a good number of years and still do enjoy that tank. I think one thing that I love about tier 7 is just the amount of variety that you get. I honestly don't mind meeting tier 8s, sometimes even tier 9s. It's quite nice to meet the tier 6s and the tier 5s. Just so much variety there. You don't always feel like you're just getting against premium tanks, even though there are 3 tier 8 premium tanks on the enemy team, and it looks like 5 tier 8 premium tanks on my team. Alright, so I've got 8 degrees of gun depression with this tank. I've got a fairly good turret. Where am I going to go? Well, clearly I'm going to go fight up here. That's where your tanks with half-decent gun depression are meant to go. I've got 192mm of standard pen, 225mm of gold pen. That should be okay. But as you can see, my view range is... wow. That is wow levels of view range. That's what happens when you don't have brothers in arms. That's what happens when you don't have situational awareness and recon. Don't have any of those awesome things in this battle here. But hopefully, we'll still be alright. Okay, so some good vision there by our EBR. We can see exactly what the enemies are planning. One thing that's really interesting about this game is they've actually got 2 Viperas, which are going to be an absolute pain in the nuts to have to deal with. But that also actually means they might not have very many tanks at the back that I have to worry too much about. So I'm just going to go for a little bit of a cheeky shot to start the game off with against the Tiger P. And then you'll see that this vehicle's DPM, it's not great, but it's not terrible. What's that? Is that a Viper with a big old American flag? Okay. Very patriotic. Oh no, T-44 hits me in the side. I might just go for one more greedy shell on this Viper before I fall back. And wow, I nearly went pop. Oh god, T-44. I can't believe he was just there, but it makes perfect sense, and that's why I don't have coated optics, or why, that's why I don't have the, I mentioned the view range, right? Ah, well, it was all going so well until the pesky EBR managed to bag me there. I think I'm going to have a poke against this Panther too, though. Oh no, I got ammo-racked again! Poland! Oh, I got to spend the next 60 seconds without an ammo rack. Hold on, why does this vehicle have such a good win rate? I mean, I take it all back. Can I just go and play my CS63 again? I'm going to use this building to avoid getting a hit from the T-44. Nice, and then I can pick up a kill on the Super Hellcat, who isn't so super anymore. Man, this rate of fire, pretty long. It's okay though, I feel like I'm having an impact. It's just a shame that T-44 was able to get me. And honestly, that's the pay-to-win advantage, you know? That's the crew skill advantage. When I was grinding through this vehicle, I probably had a really good crew. I probably had brothers in arms, recon, situational awareness, yada yada yada. And I got complacent there. I expected that I was going to spot the T-44, and unfortunately I didn't. Alright, those Viperas are probably going to be absolutely gnarly. Why is nobody going for the base? Is nobody going to go for the base? I can't go there right now. I'm ammo-racked with 250 hit points. Oh, please. Nobody's going to go for it. Dude, 10 seconds, Black Prince. Oh my lord, no, not like this. Oh, why did I just let that T-29 nearly kill me? Oh, I nearly did. Oh, no. Well, you know what? That's what life for YouTube is all about, boys and girls. That's definitely one that wouldn't usually make YouTube. Alright, so what did I do wrong here? Well, it's always nice when just 3 or 4 tier 8s don't just sit in the middle of the map and just let them cap out an encounter. Oof, sir. That was painful. But look, the vehicle, not even that bad. We finished 3rd on damage there, 3rd on experience. We had a lot of people who didn't finish 3rd. A lot of people who were just distracted by a vehicle up on a ridge line instead of driving into a cap circle. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. GG, well played. Okay, so because there aren't that many Polish tanks, why don't we play some of the Polish premiums as well? Why don't we play in a Pudel? I don't really want to play in a Rudy. It's pretty much just like a T-3485M. But a Pudel is a lot like all of the other Panthers in the game, right? So here we go. The Pudel. What is there to say about the Pudel? Is it a good one? Well, it's basically like all of the other German tier 6 medium tanks that you will have in the game. You know, kind of like your Panther M10, even though that's at tier 7 with preferential matchmaking. They all have your 75mm, and they're just all half good. And tier 6 medium feels like quite a nice tier to play at. Alright, we've ended up on quite a nice map here. So again, we've got 8 degrees of gun depression, we've got a nice pokey gun, got some nice DPM. Unfortunately, as you could see, this is the only Polish medium in the game that has a radio operator, which is incredibly awkward because it means I won't have brothers in arms, I won't have concealment, I won't have all of those skills. I won't have situational awareness as well, which is the best radio operator skill. So this is going to be quite awkward. Okay, we should push south. Push south, friends. Push south, friends. Okay. So, I've got some armor on this vehicle, though. I got 100 on the turret and 85 on the hull, and I've even got 50mm of side hull armor, which will allow me to be able to go push south. Push south. There's a question mark sim evented. Did I misspell push? Well, to be fair, I did write push. Yeah, okay. You can tell I've been streaming a little bit too much recently, right? All right, cool. So let's make our way through. I'm kind of worried that none of my teams seem to be going south. That's incredibly alarming. So maybe I shouldn't be too aggressive in this game, but maybe I should. Alright, there's a Cromwell Berlin that I got to worry about, and a P-43, and a Skoda T-25. All in all, a lot to worry about. Don't really want to get double tracked in this situation, but also I don't really want to not be involved in the battle. So let's just situate ourselves here and try and aim. And there's a P-43 Biss who's been spotted up. So I'm actually going to push. At worst, it could be a Cromwell and a VK. At worst, it could be a Cromwell and maybe a Skoda T-25. Alright, so when I push the south on Live Oaks, what I like to do is make my way around this corner here. And then try and approach from this bush location. And then sometimes you will actually catch people out who are ill-prepared. Got to be a little bit careful on this map because lots of people just absolutely love to camp. But when I'm actually seeing what's happening over here, that makes me think that we've got to be a little bit brave. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. I push their TDs. All right, what I'm going to do again is I'm going to make a very aggressive play, and I'm going to just go in here, and I'm going to ask the Semavente for help. I'm on my way here, Semavente. So if you could be able to prepare your shots, that would be great. You can literally just go sit there. Go sit there and get a shot. Go sit there and get a shot, Semavente. I'm about to spot for you. Wow, that Panzer IV actually came with me, which was pretty nice of him. Alright, this could be really ugly right now, or it could be great. Usually you get spotted from these bush lines up here. There are probably a load of TDs back there as well. I can't believe that I haven't actually been spotted yet. I thought that I would be. Aha, we found the Nashorn. Got one into him. Two into him. He's ammo racked. I can tell with my eagle eye. Three into him. And four. One more. Nice. Nice. There's even an arty who wants it, I think. I might load an HE shell here to... Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's so great. Oh, thank you, World of Tanks. Thank you, World of Tanks, for an M... Oh. How can you still see me? What? Not like this! An M10 just drove over the ridge, and my Panzer IV doesn't even realize there's a tank behind him. Oh my goodness gracious. Why was I just melting and melting and melting? Oh my lord. What is this roller coaster today? CS63 God tier. Then the team that doesn't realize there's a cap circle. And then I'm doing so good in a Pudel and then we get set on fire. Oh, woe is me. Alright, well, these are the kind of games that don't make it to YouTube. That's right, fires happen to everyone, even Wargaming's best customers. Okay, cool. Well, why don't we play one of the premium tanks as well? Why don't we play the 50 TP prototype? This thing has 50.6% wins on average in the last 60 days on the European server, and the 50 TP prototype is kind of just like a Polish defender. You got yourself some nice alpha damage, got yourself some nice hull down capacity. It's just a solid all-round tank. It kind of pains me that this list, how can the 60 TP have such a low win ratio? It's one of my favorite tanks. Maybe I'll just have to say sod it and not actually play the vehicles that have the best win ratios. Maybe I should just play whatever I want. No, that kind of defeats the whole point of this video when I do that, right? So let me talk about the strengths of the 50 TP prototype. So view range. View range is one of the strengths of this tank. I believe the Defender has 350 meters view range, whereas this vehicle looks like it's packing more like 380. Because I'm not using coated optics, and yet it looks like my view range is like maxed out. Even though there is no max view range, there's a max spotting distance. The max spotting distance is 445. I always feel like I have to clarify that because I don't want to seed misinformation. But yeah, the max spotting distance of 445. Of course, it's beneficial to get your view range up to at least 480, if not 500. Although these days you could argue that a commander's vision system and 480 would be, or 460 would be way more effective than having like 490 or 500. Alright, cool. So I'm not taking a turbo on the 50 TP, which is going to definitely make me a little bit more slow than I usually would be. I'll be alright. Okay, hopefully no more fires and hopefully no more teams that just sit back. Obviously I'm just a tier 10 player. Alright, I don't know why this guy just drove around, but he did. I'm not going to block you, IS-5. It's okay. Don't worry. You are in no threat. You don't need to drive back there at the moment. So this thing isn't really the best of side scrapers, but I also still want to get these shots out. 53 TP's coming around the corner. It's going to be hard for me to pen him in the hull. Unfortunately, the shell missed. I will get out of your way then. Okay, good. Lads. Oh my word. Thank goodness we won the Pudel game. Alright, well, these guys are pushing through. I'm trying to think about where I can go to still be effective in this scenario. Maybe I could go around here, hide the lower plate. These doors are still up, and it doesn't look like my opponents are pushing through. I kind of think that gold rounds right now might be one of the most effective ways for me to play this. Are they actually going to push this? Do they remember that I'm here as well? I kind of hope they push. Let's try and stay 50 meters away from them and try and set an ambush. There's a lot of tanks. I feel like I got to get shooting, otherwise they're just going to amass up and be able to take me. Hopefully I can get this IS-3. We can also shoot them through that little doorway. I think that's what the ISM is trying to go for right now. Well, we are holding back a large number of tanks. I expect that they're probably going to turn around and go through the alleyway. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't like the fact that I'm not shooting anything. I get, like, antsy, you know? Whoa, there we go. Have a little taste, IS-3. I should have as good of a rate of fire as him, even though I've got the 440 Alpha. Will he come around the corner again? I think he's going to try and side scrape. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Looks like they've got two heavies on the high ground right now. Don't have to... Or maybe they're on the low ground. Oh, no, they are on the low ground. They're not on the high ground. I thought they might have been above me, but then they could be shot by the mediums. Should I just go for an HE shell here? That doesn't actually count as armor. That does, though. 78 is 78. I'll take some 78 damage. This IS-5 is blocking the whole alleyway now for me. I don't think he's intentionally doing that. I don't think I can come around that corner anymore and get that IS-3. Well, this game seems to be ending. This IS-5 is chilling there, but maybe I was chilling there and I was blocking him earlier, you know? Looks like I got proxy spotted again. Is the Emil going to try and push with his friend? Oh, that's not sensible. To be fair, you know, you got to play some World of Tanks as well. Oh, he's not playing World of Tanks any longer, is he? Wow, he's not playing World of Tanks either. Goodness gracious. None of them are playing World of Tanks. Are they getting angry because they're pushing each other right now? I think they are. I think there's some frustration on the enemy team. Nice shot. Well played, you got me. But I got you as well. Maybe I can go hold down on one of these guys. Nice. Oh, he got me as well, though, right in the mid-ridge. IS-3 wants to shoot me. He actually failed it. I wonder if I can reload quicker than the 252U. I will be able to, but not like that. Oh, no! These bloomin' wrecks have got in the way massively. This game's ending, though. Oh, come on. I can't take another shot. This is such an awkward position. I really don't like it. I didn't realize how awkward this scenario was. Maybe I can try and bait the IS-3 into shooting my side. Or not. Or I can over-angle my vehicle and I can get crunched, but at least my IS-5 is going to go on. Alright, whatever, man. 2,200 damage didn't really work out for us here. But the beauty of having battle hits is we can take a look to see how badly we angled there. I think I just messed up my angle. And that's the problem with the 50 TP. While it does have 8 degrees of gun depression, while it's a very nice vehicle to play when you're hull down, it does have this awkward side here. And so you can end up just in horrible situations with trying to side scrape in this tank because of the side armor. So if we go take a look at the 50 TP prototype and we take a look at the side armor, you see that you have all of these bars along here that they can actually pen. And I think that's where the IS hit me. And this bar here is actually where the defender hit me as well. So it's not a side scraper really. You can side scrape, but definitely not the best kind of side scraping tank because of those weak points as to where the IS-3 hit me there. It is nice in a hold down scenario though, to have 8 degrees over the front of the tank and also to have 10 degrees over the side of the tank is absolutely outrageous on a ridgeline, and it can allow you to do some crazy things against your opponents. It's just unfortunate when you end up on a map like I was there, where there are no opportunities to go hold down, and then you just feel like you're kind of a lesser tank than a defender. Luckily in that game we still finish 3rd on damage. While our armor didn't exactly hold up perfectly, we still make a good profit as we are a premium vehicle. Okay. These games are going real fast today, and one vehicle which I featured on the YouTube channel recently is the 53 TP. This is actually a tech tree tank, and I think it's probably one of the best vehicles you can get throughout the entire tech tree. I've professed my love for this vehicle multiple times already, but let's do it one more time. And hopefully I'll show you some good 53 TP gameplay here. So why do I like the 53 TP? It's because it's just this well-rounded mid-alpha damage, mid-mobility kind of heavy tank that also has some pretty good gun handling as well. I'm going to take Vent's gun rammer and Vert stabs. We've ended up on definitely not the best of maps for this tank. This one could end up being a little bit awkward. But you know what? I'm going to do whatever I can do anyway. And that's what you should always do in World of Tanks, right? As much as you can do. So if I had a turbo, maybe I could focus towards the hill. That's not going to be a possibility. I think I'm actually going to go towards the north, although I'm a little bit worried as to what could happen if maybe like the platoon of the Renegade and the Progetto go up there, or if the 50 TP and the T-44 go up there. It could end up being really awkward for me. But I got a really nice spawn for it, so that's what I'm going to do. North on this map is always a bit of an awkward one, because you end up isolating yourself against a superior number of opponents, and also if you go up there, it can end up being really campy and just not working out for you at all. But I feel like having at least one tank that makes their way up there could still be useful. So the 53 TP has 420 alpha damage and decent enough penetration. One thing you should know about this vehicle is its stock gun, the 105mm you can get on this vehicle, actually has amazing damage per minute. One of the highest damage per minutes at tier 8. And so be careful if you're playing against stock 53 TPs, because they can still do some substantial damage to you, even over short periods. Okay, so there's an AE phase 1 making their way up here. I wonder if they're going to actually push or if they're just going to sit at that rock. If he sits at that rock, I'm probably going to end up taking 400 damage as I cross here. But you know what, if I don't take the damage, then somebody else on my team is going to take the damage. That's usually how it works out, right? So I feel like hopefully I cross. Is he? Oh, he's going to pick me, isn't he? Yeah, of course he's going to pick me. Maybe he'll pick him. No, of course he picks me, and I have to use my fuel tank repair as well. Alright, there's the CS-52 lease. Alright, there's a tier 8. We can take them on. Let's go after him. We've got 8 degrees of gun depression, good handling, and 420 alpha damage. I'm pretty sure the CS-52 lease has turned around and is running. If he isn't, then he's a pretty silly sausage. Yeah, he's run. And then this is what happens on this map now. You end up in these kind of, well, campy scenarios. That is what happens. How am I going to push that corner? I actually got spotted. There must be somebody in the middle. They don't have any light tanks though. That's quite unusual. Maybe they've got somebody there already? Possibly. Alrighty then, Mr. 274A. Should we see if we can go up to this 50 TP prototype? Okay, Mr. Patriot, I see how you're driving. Wow, there are some funny players out this evening. I don't know where the Patriot's planning on going. It's just being like Tony Hawk, I guess? Alright. We've got so many tanks up here. In fact, we've got like all of our tanks up here. If we don't push, we lose. And I think like if we push, we lose. So yeah, this is why I hardly ever come up north, and I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in myself that I've come up here north once again. Hopefully I can catch this guy though. I definitely hit him, but oh, there's 3 tier 9s just sitting at the back. There's an AMX M451 as well, already preloading gold and just sitting at the back. This is a disaster. There's no other way to say it. This is a complete disaster. If I wasn't playing live, honestly, I'd probably just rush in and die. And try and make like some kind of a hero push for the team, because this is going to be such a depressing game. It really is. You know, one of those kind of games where you just have your whole team thought it was a good idea to go up to the north in their medium tanks, and then nobody claimed the hill, and now the whole of the enemy team just has the entire map. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Oh well, what can I do? What can I do? In this kind of a situation, it'd probably be best to just sit and wait for some players to attack and try and get a few shots in. I really am quite flustered as to how I'm getting spotted. There must be some kind of like a bat chat there, I think. I think that's where they are. Is there a bat chat there? Is there a bat chat there? I'm not sure. Maybe. Maybe not. I get spotted again. I really think there's got to be a bat chat there. Oh, there's a T-44-100 who I couldn't even see until now. Alright, dude. Well, they've actually got quite a lot of vehicles over here. Well, I guess if I just sit on this, at least I've created a bit of a crossfire now. I guess I've made my bed. I'm just going to have to sleep in it and hope that a bat chat doesn't rush me from behind. Unfortunately, I've lost a lot of my hit points now. But at least I can camp. Hello, T-44. Oh, I guess I should have aimed a few pixels lower there. A misplay by me. I've got some armor on this vehicle. It's definitely not 10 out of 10 armor, but it's not terrible armor. I wonder if I'll get spotted as I do this. Gotta get closer. Oh, here we go. Easy money. Yeah. Our first bit of damage of the game. Lol. That guy got spotted. Either I'm spotted the whole time, or that guy just blind fired my bush. I'm not sure what it was. Well, I'm happy I came over here, because... Am I spotted the whole time? How can I be shooting those tanks and not getting spotted? I must be spotted the whole time, right? I'm pretty sure I must be. Well, I don't know what's worse, the way that my team has played or the way that the enemy team are playing right now. They're kind of just driving up, driving across. Honestly, this map is pretty dull if you're not playing a medium tank. Maybe I should have just pushed more aggressively earlier on in the battle. I think the T-44-100 is going to push. I have a pixel. Is it worth it? Maybe I can force him to use his repair kit there. And then the next one, I maybe can get him to get all in. What if that bat chat's going to be behind us soon? Probably. Do you think the A phase 1's going to push now? Oh, yes. Oh, no, son. Oh, no, son. How can we miss that shot? I probably should have aimed maybe like a couple of pixels in front, but oh, man. What are you doing, 53 TP? I told everyone that you were a good tank. Why are you, like, ignoring the plan? It's not listening to the script. Silly 53 TP. Has absolutely nothing to do with me and my plays and my decision making. Completely down to the tank, right, boys and girls? Alright. So, situation. Boredom. Situation. Tortoise. T95. Maybe that tortoise will actually spot something. Feels a bit bad to give up this position because I've got quite a nice line of fire. But I guess that maybe I can try and help this tortoise, see if anything's doing anything stupid and pushing. But if I push around this corner and I get spotted, I'm going to be the stupid one. Well, that shell went high. Unfortunate. Felt like it was properly aimed. Got hit from above by a Skoda, but I killed a bat chat, which is nice. There's a Skoda right there. That bat chat was where I thought he was. We'll try and get this WTF Panzer IV again. Gotta be careful I don't get spotted by the Skoda, but honestly, if I die, it might just be like being released from a prison that is this game. Okay, come on, dude. Come on, dude. No WTF Panzer IV mistake? Unfortunately, my tortoise got farmed up by an ISU 152K. I might just fire there, blind, and then try and relocate to the other side. Oh, goodness gracious. Gosh, can you believe this battle's been 7.5 minutes of pain? Oh, dear sir. Oh, dear sir. Oh, dear sir. Come on. Yes. Oh, more mistakes. A phase 1's going to be above us in a second. Oh, he even spotted us, and there's a bat chat behind. Oh my lord, that was not World of Tanks. Yes, it is, QB. That's the kind of World of Tanks that everybody has to endure. That was a sad, sad state of games. Poland, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me, Poland? You started off so well. You started off so well with tier 10, and then we had team that doesn't do cap, and then we had fire, and then we just had bloody... Oh, okay, low. Alright, we started at tier 10. We're going to end at tier 10. We went from like 10k combined to nothing. Now we're going to finish with this, the 60 TP. What more is there to say about this vehicle? It holds my damage record on this account. And for that, I declare it the best. Because honestly, this list... Look, what are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're doing. To be fair, one of the reasons why the 60 TP is probably so low is because the AMX M454 is just as meta as it gets right now. So I'm going to take first stabs on this tank. I don't really feel like I need a turbo on this map. And then I'm going to push the south. That's what my plan is. Obviously, there's an arty that I'm going to have to watch out for. But apart from that, let's talk about everything that's great about the 60 TP. How about 750 Alpha? How about half decent turret, although it does have a weak point? Also, watch out for this plate as it's only 50mm thick and you can get overmatched by 151mm caliber guns. Pretty damn good hull armor, but not perfect hull armor. Pretty poor lower plate, bad side armor, reasonable mobility, incredible mobility if you use the field mods in a turbo. You can go up to about 45 kilometers an hour with a build like that. But I do feel like vert stabs will be better here for snap shots. The 60 TP is just the all-purpose awesome tank. It's kind of like this vehicle, which was my first tier 10, aka the E100, but just now not bad in 2022. And let me clarify, the E100's not bad in 2022, but I don't think it's nearly as good as the 60 TP is. But maybe I just sometimes make the 60 TP work. At least sometimes, but today seems to be a little bit of a mixed bag. Well, it's a mixed bag at everything apart from tier 10, but of course tier 10 is going to be epic, right? It's got to be. Alright, let's try and see if we can get an ambush on our opponents. Alright, 60 TP versus 60 TP. He's going to aim at my weak point. I've got to watch out. I've got to make sure I use my gun depression against him, because otherwise he can overmatch my roof, as I said. I wonder if he knows it, though. I wonder if he knows that I can overmatch his roof. Hello, Kunze-Panzer. Oh, what was that shot through the ridge? That was a crazy moment. I can't believe the Kunze-Panzer caught us through the ridge. I think he might come back round the corner. Will he? Will he? Will he? He will. Greedy Kunze-Panzer. A greedy, lucky Kunze-Panzer. He's not so well anymore, though. But yeah, you can overmatch that plate on the 60 TP, so I might try and take advantage of that. Yes, thank you. Please, sir, can I have some more? I might try and go for this Kunze-Panzer again. Oh, baby. I mean, what more is there to say? It hits hard. It's got pretty good gun handling. It's a savage tank, man. See, when you hit this hard, you don't have to hit many shots to have a good game of World of Tanks. I got to watch out for the arty, though, man. Otherwise, that arty's just going to keep nailing me again and again and again. The arty on the enemy team's called the Evil Within. Well, of course, somebody who's called Evil Within would be playing artillery, right? Because your evil is being externalized. Let me tell you, mate. Let me tell you. Good, he didn't actually shoot me there, which was nice of him. Should I go for this guy's weak point on top? Bit of a chancy shot there. Bit of a chancy shot. Bit of a chancy shot. How bad are my E100s doing? Not too bad. Also not great. Should I just wait for the Kunze-Panzer to make a mistake? He seems like a mistake maker. I'm surprised this guy hasn't gone for me yet. Should I try and go for his weak point on top? Well, that was close. I'm going to need a gold round to go for his weak point now. Oh, Mr. Yak Tiger, you're not doing so well. Alright, so in these kind of situations, you just need to take a look to see what your team is doing and see if your team is winning. No. I got to be really careful because that guy is using more of his gun depression, and so he'll be able to see my 50mm plate more than I will see his. Kunze-Panzer's still trying to get me through the snow. The 60 TP looks like a half-decent play. He's not making mistakes, and I'm not hitting my shots. Maybe I should just go for HE, and how does the arty hit me 376? Arty, why you do this to me, bruh? Dude, did I just reload before I had intuition switch? Now I can't shoot the 60 TP as he makes a horrible mistake. I'm going to med that just so I can get the extra reload time. Is he going to push forwards? He is. That's interesting. I think I should be able to get him in the lower plate before he moves. Easy money. Oh, will he get me though? Oh, thank goodness he bounced. Right, so as long as the arty doesn't get me, I should be okay here. A 60 TP actually has all of the field mods. He's actually got worse gun handling than me because he took the 50 HP. You know what? I've got a Bond gun rammer and everything, so I'm just going to try and see if I've got a better rate of fire. And he actually fluffed a heat shell on me. So as long as the arty doesn't hit me here, I should be okay. Oh, E100, why did you have to mess this shot up? I'm just going to face hug him and hopefully he sucks the heat shell. I can turn him to the side so my E100 can kill him. Easy peasy, boys and girls. Better 60 TP wins that fight. Alright, so I'm actually going to slinky my way through here. Arty. Of course you are. Look for that M48 turret. Might switch to heat for the M48 turret. Everything went quiet all of a sudden. Oi. I don't think he can get me here. If he bounces, I'm going to go after him again. Come on, M48. Take your swing. Take your shot. Take your shot, lad. Fine, I'll take a shot at you then. Oi. He's being defensive, this M48. I just want you to fire so I can take the next position. Come on. Come on, bruv. Come on. Right, well, I'll reload and then I'll go at you again. I don't understand the M48's mental. What is he doing? Why doesn't he want to play? Is he just waiting for me to attack? Wait for me to get bored? Wait for my team to attack him from the other flank? He actually was waiting for me to get bored, which is a pretty cool play by him. Alright, well played, M48. Respect to you. But, alas, I should have your team now. Boy, there we go. That's why he needed to probably try and hold me back, but awkward situation for him, in all honesty. I wouldn't want to mess with a 60 TP either. Is that T54 shootable? 704 seems shootable as well. Got a tiny little shot on his back. Unless he reverses. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Hey, don't do that. Nice shot there, well played. Bad vision by me. Hello, T54. Goodbye, hit points. Alright, we're up to 5k. There's still 5,000 hit points remaining on the enemy team. Oh no! Oh yes. Oh, World of Tanks never changed. Let's see if we can go for this 704 again. No! At least we're getting a bit of tracking there. He tried to blind fire me, I guess, and maybe he shot someone else. I'm not sure. Should we go after the 7772 and then maybe try to drown the M48? I think we could get away with an AP shell here. We can. This M48's not a bad player. He's not good, but he's not bad. Where are you going? This looks awkward. I think I got to do this for YouTube. Come on, YouTube, let's go. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, don't run. Don't run, lad. Oh, I'm sorry, M48. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you must drown for your sins. Oh, what? The FP405 stole it! You absolute weasel! Oh my lord. Oh, come on. That would have been an end of a YouTube video. We started with success, we had a filling of pain, and then we had success as well. Almost as if like the worst sandwich imaginable, where the bread is the highlight and the filling is the disappointment. Anyway. Oh god, no. What the hell? Oh no. What? Ladies and gents, I got my 3rd mark of excellence for that awful 53 TP game. Oh no. Well, I don't even know what to say. Maybe the filling of this sandwich wasn't too bad. Oh, that's so sad. Can you imagine it? Just 2,000 combined got me my 3rd mark of excellence on a 53 TP. Well, I'll try and remember the 7,700 combined in the 60 TP at the end. That FV405, I think that's all he did all game was just yoink that kill on the pattern. What a complete weasel at the end. Oh, I could just hear him going, mine, 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 as he was going to go and try and get that one. I don't even know what to think about this YouTube video now, boys and girls. I don't know what to think about this YouTube video. You know, we had an amazing game in the CS63 with 10k combined, an amazing game in the 60 TP with 7,000, I can't count, 700 combined. And we also got an ace tanker in the, well, not an ace tanker, I got a, my 3rd mark of excellence in the 53 TP for what was quite a disappointing game. All in all, that was the best of Poland. I thoroughly recommend the Polish tier 10 tanks. All of the ones in between, they can be okay, but I think that the tier 10s are the most fun and most exciting to play. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that was it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And I'd really like your feedback if you want to see more of these playing videos, if you enjoy them over this kind of like holiday period, or if you just really just don't like them and you wish I would just focus on releasing other videos instead. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But still, all in all, with those two wonderful pieces of bread, this was a 67% session with over 4,000 combined average at tier 8. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.